Online voter registration is next. Next thing I want to talk about is something I've often talked about. It's pretty simple. It's if we do move to online voter registration, it's more secure, it costs less money, and it is more convenient for the voter. So there's three things: more secure, costs less for the voter, or it costs less for the taxpayer, and is more convenient. You'd go online, you give us your name, your date of birth, your address, the driver's license number, and then we would use a signature on file at the BMV, and that's all it would take. We know if you have a driver's license, you've already had to go through all of the checks to get a driver's license.
Right.
So that's another filter at the front end. And so using the driver's license, it would just instantaneously check it, match it digitally, which is much more secure than relying on somebody to type it in correctly and to get all that information right. So the security built in is much better.
Okay.
Which brings me to my next issue. I wrote the president a letter back in January about the fact that he is issuing an executive action that allows non-citizens who are here in America to stay, and issues them a Social Security number. And so we wrote him after reviewing that and then fielding some questions about how we would make the election system secure, to basically say to the president that if you're going to do this, we need the names of all the people who will be getting Social Security numbers, the dates of birth, and the last four digits of their Social Security number, so that we can validate that they're an American citizen if they get on our voter roll. If you're issuing a bunch of new Social Security numbers to people who are not citizens, and it also being that you must be a citizen to vote in America, then how do we know the difference? We already have evidence that this has been a problem for people that are on work visas and green cards and the like, because they were receiving Social Security numbers. We did a cross-match using driver's license numbers after the 2012 presidential election and found 291 people who were registered who were non-citizens. 17 of them voted in the last presidential election, including one woman who had been voting since 1993. I'm not trying to tell the president what to do or the Congress what to do with immigration. I'm not here to debate that. I'm not here to say that 5 million people are going to be on the voter rolls. What I am here to say is that you're creating a system where we cannot protect against this. And we have a very reasonable solution for you to just give us these 3 data points that we can cross-match against our database to make sure that nobody is on the rolls that shouldn't be. And it seems like some folks are trying to say, well, this is not a huge problem. And I never said it was a huge, widespread problem. I said it's a problem. And as the Secretary of State, who's trying to follow the federal law and reassure voters that the integrity of the election is intact, how many illegal votes am I supposed to tolerate without bringing it to people's attention and asking for help? I don't think I should tolerate any. I don't think the voters want me to tolerate any. If you want people to have confidence in our election system, they have to know we're doing all we can to maintain its integrity, particularly in light of the fact we had 70 elections that were decided by one voter